Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope some people got that reference. What's going on, guys? My name is Kenny, and I'm bringing you what could possibly be the inaugural episode of Dead Talk with Kenny. I can't believe I said that with a almost straight face. I'm here to talk about the latest episode of The Walking Dead. I'm a huge fan of that show. I just started. I just recently got back into season three because I think season three has been a huge uh, monumental disappointment so far. Um, so basically, you know how there's the actual Talking Dead, like after The Walking Dead? I have never seen that show. I have no interest in it whatsoever, even though I'm a big fan of the show. So I thought, why not do my own version of that? But instead of calling it the Talking Dead, I'm just going to call it Dead Talk with Kenny. So here I am, Dead Talk with Kenny. So before this gets officially underway, I just feel the need to show you this. Check out this shirt. Is that one of the coolest shirts you've ever seen? Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo Buonarroti, Raphael, and that's Raphael as a Donatello, and the mouse. If you couldn't tell, it's a Ninja Turtle T-shirt. Each Ninja Turtle is named after a Renaissance artist. These are the actual artists that the turtles are named after. Um, it's pretty much an early birthday present for me, so it's really cool. So anyway, now that I've wasted almost 2 full minutes without even talking about the episode, let's talk about it. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen the episode, there are spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen the latest episode, which you probably should have, but if you didn't, click out. So this episode, Rick, Carl, and Michonne go into Rick's original hometown. I don't remember why, but they did. The biggest event in this episode was the fact that Morgan Jones reappeared. And we haven't seen Morgan Jones since the very first episode of The Walking Dead back a couple of years ago. I just want to say right off the bat, Lenny James. He's the guy who portrays Morgan Jones. Lenny James, he is an absolutely incredible actor. So good. I remember watching the very first episode on my brother's computer, and I was just taken back at how convincing Lenny's performance was when he was aiming the sniper rifle out the window and like aiming at his wife and being unable to pull the trigger to kill her. I felt the agonizing tension that Morgan was feeling. Lenny James is an absolutely incredible actor. He is so good. So Lenny James, Morgan Jones comes back in this episode of The Walking Dead. Instead, he had a mask on and he was clearing walkers. He saw Rick, Michonne, and Carl. He told them to freeze and stuff like that. And then he tried to shoot them. And then Carl shoots him unconscious. Rick takes off the mask. He recognizes him as Morgan. I don't know why, but for some reason I wasn't totally shocked. When he took off the mask, I was like, "Oh shit, that's Morgan from the very first episode. We haven't seen him since then. That's pretty crazy." That was like my reaction. Like I wasn't shocked or anything, and I found that to be really weird. And when he stabbed, first of all, when he didn't recognize Rick, I was like, "Oh shit, he's gone like he's like batshit crazy, right?" So I was really hoping that Rick would be able to get through to him. Luckily, he did. So that was a big relief on my part. And the fact that he wrote down on the board that Dwayne, his son, had been infected and became a walker because of his mother. I was like, oh shit. When I read on the board Dwayne turned or was turned or something, I was like, oh shit, that's his son. Oh fuck, that's oh shit. So he's the only one that's left. So he has nothing to live for. And then when he woke up and he got into that scuffle with Rick, I was just like, Rick, please get through to him somehow. And the fact that I can feel that kind of tension while watching a TV show, that's just commendable. That's really good. Now, at first, especially in the first season, I wasn't totally convinced on Andrew Lincoln's portrayal of Rick Grimes. He had spotty delivery. It was either hit or miss. Most of the time, it was a miss. But I feel like since around the middle of season 2, maybe a little before that, Andrew Lincoln's performance has gotten a lot better. And after Laurie's death, um, I'm really liking the dark, um, the the just the darkness in Rick's character that's like coming out, that is basically surfacing, and I'm really liking it a lot. Now this episode really wasn't all that eventful, to me anyway. All that really happened was that Morgan came back for probably just that one episode. Um, and then Carl, who, by the way, in as, at least in this episode, was such a bad actor. Like, holy crap, when he was trying to when he was trying to tell Michonne basically to fuck off, and when he said, "I'm going to do this," that line delivery right there was so bad I actually laughed. And I saw him. I saw him. I don't remember if I told you the guys this or not. So forgive me if I've already told you, and I'm just sounding like a broken record. But I went to the New York Comic Con this past October, and I saw a bunch of Walking Dead people in person, because there was a Walking Dead panel. I saw Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick Grimes, Chandler Riggs, who plays Carl Grimes. The person who plays Michonne, don't remember her name. I saw Michael Rooker, who plays Merle Dixon. Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl Dixon. I saw Robert Kirkman, one of the producers of the show. I don't remember her name. And one other person. Oh, David Morrissey, who plays the governor. I think the governor is a really good villain. I'm really liking David Morrissey's portrayal of him. It's not quite buzz cut Shane, though. Let me tell you, I am a huge fan of John Berthal's performance after Shane got the buzz cut. After he left, I think his name was Otis, in order to get the supplies back to Carl to save his life. When he cut his hair and gave him the buzz cut, his performance got so goddamn good, so good. It was ridiculous how good he was. Like, honestly, every single scene that Shane was in from that point on, I just felt uncomfortable watching it, because I always wondered, God, what is Shane gonna do next? What is he gonna say next? It was just crazy good. The governor is not quite there yet, but I think that he does have the potential not to surpass John Berthal's performance as Shane Walsh, not to surpass it, but to perhaps get to that level. He's not there quite yet, but I do think he has the potential to get there. I hate Andrea, by the way. I loathe Andrea. I can't stand her. I'm not sure if it's if it's I don't know what her real name is, but I'm not sure if it's her performance or what, but I just do not like Andrea at all. Like, since Laurie's been killed, Andrea's my new Laurie. I want her dead. I can't fucking stand her. So basically that was like the whole episode. That was the main thing. Oh yeah, and that Carl wanted to get the picture of him, his dad, and his mom at that diner or whatever it was, coffee shop or whatever, um, and that Michonne was able to get the picture for him. I thought that was pretty cool. Though I will say that Michonne, I just she does not interest me in the least possible bit. I don't hate her. I just feel completely indifferent to her. Like, I don't give a flying shit about her at all. When she killed those two walkers that she had chained up with her, when she killed those walkers, to me, she lost any appeal she could have possibly had. Like, the actress that's portraying her, I'm not buying her performance, like, at all. The constant scowling, the constant trying to look intimidating, like, I'm Michonne, I'm tough. Don't fuck with me. I'm not buying it at all. So, in this case, I think it's the actress that I don't like. I just, I just don't care about Michonne in the least possible bit. Although I'm leaning towards disliking her because just the constant trying to look intimidating is kind of pissing me off actually, because it's just so like forced. And speaking of which, what was I say speaking of which, but this has absolutely nothing to do with it. But the guy that they passed along the way to their hometown, to Rick's hometown, like that guy who was like begging for help with that backpack, like what was the deal with that? I don't think it was explained during the episode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really can't think of anything else that I would have wanted to talk about this episode. I feel like I feel like this inaugural episode of Dead Talk with Kenny is really lacking. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the most recent episode. Um, hopefully, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but hopefully, if you guys like this video, I can do this maybe every week for the Walking Dead. I definitely plan on doing it every week for Breaking Bad because I am a huge fan of Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad is one of the best shows in the history of television. That's why I wrote it in the beginning of my Breaking Bad tribute video. And I could also possibly do it for Dexter too. I got into Dexter. Yeah, Dexter's a really good show too. 7 seasons. I watched every episode in about 2.5 weeks, something like that. That's a really good show too. If you never heard of Dexter, check it out. You will like it probably. But anyway, that's it for this edition of Dead Talk with Kenny. If you have any questions, please feel free to, write them down. Do I think this person will die? What do I think will happen with this person? What do I think the direction they're going is? Just let me know. As for Lenny James coming back again as Morgan, I don't think that will happen. At least not for a while. Will he resurface in season 4 of The Walking Dead? No, I don't think so. With the way he was tending to his own duty while Carl, Michonne, and Rick left the town, and he really seemed indifferent about it, something tells me that he's not going to be a part of the show anymore. And he seems kind of lost in his own world, I guess I'll call it. So anyway, this will be the actual time I do it. I've said it about a couple of times, but that's it for this edition of Dead Talk with Kenny. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. Write them down there. I recommend this to all your friends, all your family members. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. Add it to your favorites. Please leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel today. I have reached 600 subscribers. Can't thank you guys enough for that. Let's get to 700. And then to 800, then 900, then 1,000, and then, well, you know where I'm going with it. So take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.